in trouble. All right, so I am about to start the week in my heels. Really feel I got the hang of how to squat in them. And so far, it's been saving my hips. But honestly, this will be the block to where I really find out if it's saving my hips or not, because I'll actually be squatting something fairly heavy. So we'll go ahead and see how it feels for this session, and I'll update you guys as I go through it. Be the person where like, I'll try to like warm up without my knee sleeves, just to kind of like get my hips to feel a little bit better, etc. And make it to where like I don't have any like aches and pains or blah, blah. But honestly, I'm at the age where I feel like I'm gonna have aches and pains regardless, and I'll know if I'm hurting or not regardless. So the better I can start my session with everything on, and just kind of like build that confidence and momentum from the very first squat of knowing how I feel, the better. It's kind of interesting. The longer you do the sport, some of your customs change. But one of the things that has changed for the better for me has definitely been my approach to warming up when it comes to deadlifts. Which is funny because most people would think that you start off that way, but nah, I grew into that. But right now in squats, the main thing that I care about is just feeling good and having momentum to actually get through every single session. And I have to start saying that I love squatting. And the best way for me to say that and not lie to myself is by making myself feel the best from the very first squat, the very first moment I get under the bar, all the way to my last back down. Also, I'm gonna start trying to lock in a little bit more by actually putting headphones on. Just try to go back to like the way things used to be when I used to just train and not really like think as much. It's like that balance of like attacking the session when I'm in the session, but then also at the same time not just being completely dumb when I get under the bar. All right, so now I'm about to go ahead and take the top set. I'm gonna put the belt on, put the wrist straps on. I mean, I'm only starting the block here with 490 because I really want to showcase how pacing works and showcase kind of like how you can build from 490 and then get into like the mid 600s by the end of the block. And it allows you to actually like have true momentum and then still excel and hit those top ends. So I'm gonna start here, kill it, Hopefully this is just as easy as it has been lately, like in the past few weeks. So I really shouldn't have any problem with this. Hopefully it's good on my hips, good on my quads, and yeah, let's get after it. Let's go. So be. And this is why you don't always lean on perception, because in my head, that was kind of ass. But on video and like in reality, it moved just fine, and it moved how 490 should move. But that's just the thing. Like, sometimes like you can be a little bit too aware. So like for me, I could tell that like it wasn't necessarily normal still for me, like my depth point and just kind of like how I push with my quads. And so that awkwardness kind of leading into like a week 1 post deadlifting yesterday was there. But as far as like my actual strength, it was fine. But if you kind of like let your perception kind of get in your head, it can make you want to make changes or make you switch up unnecessarily. Time to knock out back down to the 5 of 463, and then have like 2 or, let me check, 3 more back offs? 2 more back offs, so something really light, like at 430. Just a nice little week 1 weekend, just to get my body acclimated. So let's try and make this 463 feel better than what the top set was by just owning the movement a lot more. So this is actually my favorite exercise on my leg day. Hip thrusts. I don't know why us as guys like to shy away from it. Don't really make any sense. Because low key, if you look at all the best squatters, like to where squat just looks easy as fuck for them, they all got a big butt. So that's the type of shit that I'm trying to be on. You're good. Hey Matt, you. For me, I'm gonna push, push the shit out of this exercise every chance I get. Look at the pussy on me, from me, the money on me, from me. Business, real shit. Is that fucking mob shit, player shit. All right, so this is week 1. So if I'm already doing 5 plates, I've done 6 plates before too. So I'm gonna start off with 5 plates for like my top 2 sets. So that way I just have some type of like consistency where I can still feel my glutes. But the goal is by week 3, Because week 4, I'll probably back in deload. But week 3, I want to be at like either 6th place and a quarter or 7th place. So we'll see. And yeah, based off that, I should be good. Whew. And I know this machine gets a lot of mixed reviews as far as like people thinking that it's unnecessary, some people thinking that it's the savior to their hips, and some people thinking that it's a waste of time. For me, it's a savior. I need it. Now, could I do something else in order to get like some more abduction, or just to ensure that like my glute is kind of like firing a little bit better? And that I'm able to get proper stimulus to the glutes so that way I feel better in my squats and my deadlifts? Sure. But when it comes to like efficiency of time and it just getting the job done, this is it. Don't overcomplicate the training. If I could just hop on a machine, get the stimulus I need, and then jet, why not? And I get a chance to still push it. Ooh, 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 ooh. It definitely still burns, so shit. I'm gonna use it. I try not to take too long a rest periods between it though, so that way I can really get the most amount of stimulus and burnout in the muscle as I possibly can. Ooh. Whew. All right. Now to switch to the cousin. Ooh. Whew. Ooh, same thing. Whew. Same thing on these. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 2, 3, 4. Ooh. 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 All right. Ooh. And please do not just hop on a machine. Like, please adjust it to where it actually makes sense, or else you're basically gonna be doing the wrong exercise. I think two, three, 10, 11, 12. Nice warm up. Now actually select the weight that'll actually do some shit. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There you go. I actually can feel my hamstring. Whew. This exercise actually helped me last year whenever I was suffering through, I don't know if it was my hamstring, my quad, I don't know. I hurt something, and I was not able to really squat for a while going into Powerlifting American Nationals 2024. So this machine here actually helped me kind of like regain true stimulus and true activity in my hamstring. And it just allowed me to kind of like get back to normal squatting right in the nick of time before having to perform. So this is actually a staple. Not for everybody, but for me specifically, yes. Ooh. 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 That's right, nice squeeze. Making sure I can actually feel the part of the quad I want to. Ooh. 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 The ab cramp is something different. Ooh. Now I just need to get some water. Y'all see that? Ooh. Yeah, the best thing whenever you get like a nasty cramp is not to freak out. Honestly, as long as you have some water on you or some electrolytes or something, just kind of like leave it in the most like lengthened position. Don't be like shortened. Make sure you get your hydration on. And then slowly introduce yourself back to the same position that you caught the cramp in, because you don't want to get like too sensitive about it. There you go. Like nothing happened. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous, but that's the cool thing about like experience is just knowing what actually occurs with your body and not getting too freaked out just because you feel stuff. It's like understanding like what it is that you're feeling, understanding what can actually happen, and understanding how to fix it and how your body adapts. So, whew, but even when you know, it's still a little tricky. Onto the last onto the last day of this video. Quick session. All I'm working up to is just like an easy triple with 336, back down set of 5 at like 308, I think. And then after that, I have like a 2x5 with like 290 or something like that. Real easy day, quick day. Shouldn't take long at all. Should be able to knock out my accessories pretty fast too. This workout in itself should take maybe an hour. It might take longer just because of like filming and shit, but I should be out of here by no later. It's 8:40 right now. I should be out of here no later than 9:30. Yeah, I should be out of here at 9:30. At the end of the video, I'll show the time and let y'all know how fast I was able to actually get this workout done. Don't compete with them. It's a long time. Already. Tweets and all them posts. Couple of times. All right, so this right here is more of like my specialty. Love dumbbell flat bench. So the way that I do it is I make sure that I'm able to still get good stimulus, but also not just go unnecessarily heavy to start the block, just because my recovery nowadays is not as well as it used to be back when I was like 19, 20. But I like to start with, let's say, if I want to end the block on my week 3 and week 4, pressing in the 145s to 150s, then I would basically just start with the 115s to 120s, and I'd go up either 5 to 10 pounds each week based on how I feel. So today, I actually feel pretty good, and the workout itself is pretty easy. So I can probably start with 120, and then next week go to 130, and then week 3 go to 140, and then week 4 go to 150. So with the 120s we start. Let's go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. All right, and this is the last set right here, so I'm gonna make sure that I stay within the RPE. I did 2 sets at 120, which is great for stimulus, and now I can be smart and do a drop set like how a normal person would in a workout, and how a normal person would do it in a bodybuilding workout. And honestly, to maintain the RPE, probably go down to, let's say 100, and see if I can get like an even drop off every single week. Like if next week I can do all sets at 130, great, but I won't go any lower than 110. Same thing with the 140s. I won't go any lower than 120. Then when I get to 150s, I won't go any lower than 130 for whatever set I need. So, grab these hundreds. It's funny how light hundreds feel whenever you just touch something heavier. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Whew. A lot of people have different opinions on rest time. Honestly, as long as you are getting the work in, you have plenty enough rest to hit the set, and it leads to fatigue, exhaustion, and you're able to kind of push your body to its limits still, and it doesn't feel too easy. You're still gonna drive hypertrophy. You're still gonna get strong. You're still gonna get the stimulus. Take the rest that you need. Don't add anything extra more. Let your gym sessions suit your life, because if you run out of time in the gym and you're crunched for time in the gym, and you think that that's gonna kill your gains, that's gonna kill your motivation, and this is simply not true. Like, you can make what you want out of the gym. You can do whatever you want, and you can still accomplish whatever it is, as long as the work is done. Skipping work is gonna lead to nothing, but doing the work always leads to something. All right, so that'll be it for this video. Real easy way to end it. That completes my entire week one. And like I said, I finished at like 9:13. Powerlifting in the gym shouldn't take over your life. Now, if you have injuries, if you have aches and pains that cause you to just go a little slower, and that leads to longer days at the gym, by all means, you know, you'll get through that, and then the days will be fast again. And same thing, if you have friends and you choose for it to be a social hour, that's your choice. But it should not take over your life. If you want to be in and out of the gym in an hour while powerlifting, you can do it. I've seen it done. It's just a matter of choices and a matter of having determination and execution when you're here in the gym. So suddenly just like squeezing and certain things to represent the mood of them. Exactly it. Man, I love certain stories because it's so boring. Yeah, it's like monotonous and boring and just so stagnant. And it's just like, no, I want to make every season mean something, you know? Life should mean something every step of the way. You shouldn't have been like going through it, you know? Ever since I'm a Catholic, I've been on autopilot. I'm like, all right, well, what? I need to find something that I connect with, and then, like you said, like, manifest it. Like, that's like a big thing. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, man, I was having this thought the other day. I hate the concept of, like, quitting. Because, like, quitting is basically something that you thought something's cool, you think something's cool, one of them is cool, and then a bunch of people start doing it, and then maybe you feel things quitting, or maybe you're quitting. Why do it take away from the fact that we're thinking it's supposed to quit? You know? Like, so anything can be quitting. Like, yeah, like, it is not also, if you can't do it long enough, then it's only quitting for a certain time. And then what was quitting is now quitting. So, fuck it, just do your work, be what it's authentic. I think anything authentic is not quitting. Everything that's quitting is only when you're doing it to copy someone else. That's it.
feeling a lot better when I can take my jumps like I do a little bit. It saves me time in the gym a whole lot. And I was having this conversation like a few of my parents have come in and then try to think about like when you're in the gym, you should not take up your entire day. Like, you should be able to create a system to where your longest session should be about like 2 hours. And then most of the sessions will probably be done within like an hour or even like a little bit less, like depending on the day. So I think it's a little bit like a session and really making sure that you have it in your day to get out of the gym at a certain time. Now, if you don't have like getting your head to get out of the gym at a certain time, you're true, then that's different. You can't really say that workout sessions for that. You choose for that to happen. But you're like, I need to get out here and I don't know how I need to get out here and I need to get out here and I want to eat less. I think for the most part you can do that. Like, there's no session unless you're like dealing with injury or you're like feel that good or you're like kind of like needing one right here because of whatever. But for the most part that shouldn't be the case. So one of the things is making sure that your body is in good condition so that it can make decent jumps. Making sure that you have like a thorough warm-up, which is warm-up isn't applicable necessary count. And then just try to minimize the actual amount of talking that you're doing if you have too much material on the line. With 485 now, it's going to be a 650 finish top triple. And basically, like, let's say that it's a week 1, week 2, week 2. Like, this shouldn't take you long. Now, week 4, maybe that's a little different, but as far as week 1 and 2, and even 3, you should be some of your quickest sessions no matter the week. No matter what you have for the day. That's what easy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's good. It's good. And down here on the fence, the last one was popped off, so sorry, I messed it up. So now we got 380 for a 3x1 bad. Not bad at all. That is good, so I definitely get enough that more often. That's not like enough. So for me, and I'm not quite today. So I've been talking a little bit more than I thought I was going to talk. But even with that, even with the talking, and I gave a guy named Rufus and a couple of referrals and stuff like that. And even with all of that, I'm still probably about to finish this session in about 2 hours. Like, the work duties, accessories, probably super credit few, so that way I can get done in a time frame. But it's a lot of things to do this thing. Cool, cool, cool. Cool. So, today was a good workout. Honestly, I love being reminded that I need to have a little bit more intensity with my workouts. And I want to not coach because I've been talking to people recently and I've noticed that some people feel empowered to kind of takes being away from like regular quality of life and regular living life. And in my view, if you want to sport, that should not be the case. Like I shouldn't be the case, not even a little bit. And the way that I see it is if there is taking away from the quality of life outside of the gym, then you need to fix things in the gym. It just means you get up, you need to be more in shape so that we got shorter rest times, so that way you can kind of speed the time. Or honestly, learn how to have boundaries in the gym. Like if you need to get to a set, learn how to cut a conversation out. Learn how to put your headphones on from the start so that when the conversation is only going to start. Or learn how to have real conversations with people around you if they're always talking to you and be like, hey, you're going on there, I can't spend 3 hours, 4 hours in the gym, just pulling around, and I need to kind of get this shit done, so I can't really spend as much time speaking to you as casually. So, now mind you, some people, that the gym is that space to chill for 4 hours, hang out, catch up with friends, do whatever. But those aren't the same people also complaining about the quality of life outside of the gym. And if you are that same person, then that says more about your personal choices than it does about the sport of powerlifting. Chances are, if you were powerlifting, if you're doing something else, you find another reason or another excuse just to not do it. And you'll realize that you're spending too much time in the gym, you're going to stop going to the gym, you're going to start having social hours from the house, so you get that social activity, and that's what you ended up going to the gym for. Anyways, and you like going to the gym to actually get better. You want going to the gym to actually get more fit. That's just a dangerous cycle to be on. Anyways, I will say that it's time to wrap this episode up. But again, I'm not going to say this, wrap this video up. And I feel good, my body feels good. I feel like I'm back in shape. I have fallen the back windows of the key that came from doing like 860 national, but almost doing that 860 national. So I'm excited to build up this block. I'm excited to build into SBD Austin. So also I didn't get this idea from video, but we also posted a video in regards to how to save time in the gym. I think that's a really good video, and I'll post the link in the description, and I'll also reference it here. Great. Anything kind of speaks to me on how to invest your target market in this sport, and then you promote that. So that's all about it. And then, what else did I say? Oh, again, look forward to wrapping up this block. My body feels amazing. So I actually did some really good movement out this week for, and I'll be able to push into my next competition with the SBD Austin. In November 22nd, and we can play the national records there. And no matter what any other military does this year, I plan to finally insert myself as like the number 193 ranking at least before I can make it official next year, whenever that national stops. Anyways, it's been a video, and like always, this is life, and I'm going to live more of it.